Hi, I'm Sherry with Grace Monroe Home, and welcome to Flower Friday. Normally you will see me and my daughter here. We are a mother-daughter design duo with Grace Monroe Home, and we teach you how to transform the ordinary front door into an extraordinary front door. Today she is not with us here because she has had her baby, and he is now 2 weeks old. He got out of NICU yesterday, and so we are just so happy to have him home. So she is with her baby. So I'm going to be here with you all today, and we're going to make a watermelon wreath. The first thing I have got to show you, I've got this cute little sweet summertime sign that I got from Etsy, but I wanted to show you my beautiful rag bow. Let me see if I can get it up close to where you can all see it. Is that not gorgeous? Now let me tell you, Sue Chatterton with Sue's Passion Designs on Etsy made this, and she did tell me that she's got more material so she can make more. And I mean, this is just a beautifully made rag bow. And yes, we do a lot of times make our own rag bows, but it is just so much easier to get it from Sue's Passion Design. Sue, it's all one word, and it's Sue's Passion Designs. So Sue's, S-U-E-S, Passions Designs. So make sure to find her on Etsy because you will love all of her rag bows. Plus she has got all kinds of things over there, and I'm just thrilled with this. I just the pictures do not do it justice, I can just tell you that. So I love it. Thank you, Sue. I'm excited to make this wreath using this beautiful rag bow. So let's get started. I've got a couple of different greeneries that I'm going to be using here, and then I've got some red roses I'm going to use, some red geraniums. Look at these. I just love these little zinnias that I got at Michael's. I think those are so sweet. I'm going to use those. I've got some green hydrangeas that I'm going to use, and some wildflowers. Let's see, aren't those pretty? And then I've got this pretty boxwood that's got the pretty little red little flowers on the end. You actually can get these in yellow, white, orange, and red at Michael's, and I love these. So let's get started. I've already attached my sign. I am using a 14-inch grapevine wreath to make this. I've attached my sign. Now this sign did not come with holes in it, so I just used my little jewelry hole punch and was able to just very easily punch 2 little holes on each side, and I'm using my floral wire to wire it to my wreath. And then of course I've wired on this beautiful rag bow that I am so excited about. So the first thing I'm going to do is green my wreath. Now this particular leaf that I'm going to be using actually came from Walmart, and it comes in a stem kind of like this. Well, this is one of the stems, and so I've just cut this apart. Now if you don't have the kind of Walmart that has all kinds of florals and things, any kind of green leaf that kind of is shaped like watermelon leaf, you know, it reminds me of a watermelon, but anything like that would work. And I know that I have actually seen some at Michael's that would work really well. So I'm going to first start by making my cross. So I'm just going to put this one in at the top, just like that. And when y'all come in, just say hello and let me know where you're watching from and what all you've been working on in the last little bit of time. We have had kind of to miss several of our Flower Fridays, and we hate doing that, but with Amanda having the baby and being in the hospital, and I've been taking care of her 2 daughters, so as you can imagine, our hands have been very full, but we are just so happy to have our little Bennett Preston with us. He is so precious. He weighed 5 pounds, 5 pounds 7 ounces at birth, and was just a few weeks early. So he had to spend 2 weeks in NICU, which was miserable for this Gigi because I couldn't see him. But I have been having a good time with him since he got home. Alright, I'm just moving my bow out of the way, and I do want to put greenery on both sides of my bow just like I normally would. And now let's put some, fill in our little places with our greenery. And like I said, I've just cut the leaves off by the stems, so and I've left my stems as long as I could on this. As you see, some of these have longer stems, and so I just cut them off and then just cut them apart, but I tried to make sure that I left enough stem so that I can keep them away from the wreath like I'm doing. Let's see if I can find another piece like that one. There we go. There is one. And of course, this time of year is time to be thinking about watermelons. So this is a perfect wreath for right now. But I was talking when I did it, so you might not have seen, but what I do when I green my wreath is I make a cross. I put one here, one down at the bottom, and then the 2 sides. So I've got my cross, and then I just fill in here and here. And then that way I know that I've got greenery all around exactly where I need it to be, because you don't want to leave a hole somewhere. So I'm going to move my tails out of the way, and I'm going to put this one just down at the bottom, up under my little tails. I just love this. I cannot get over how beautiful it is. Alright, so now I'm going to put this piece of greenery. I'm just going to kind of move it on this side and put it behind my bow on this side. I got to push it in a little bit. There we go. This, by putting your greenery all around your bow, and I know if you've watched us, you've heard me say this a million times, it just helps your bow to stand up so much prettier. So you do want to make sure that you have your greenery all around. Now I'm going to go ahead now, and I've got this other greenery that I got at Michael's. It's in the stem section, and it's just a interesting little greenery, and it just the shape of it. It could be I don't really know what it is, but I just loved the look of it. So I just want to go in and add some of this around, because I said this was just perfect as far as the color. I'm going to cut this one off and just leave this one short right in there, because it just adds to the greenery that we're already using, and it's just so pretty. And again, I just cut these stems apart. I'm going to add a piece right here in the middle, just like that. It just looks so pretty in here. Put a piece over here on this side of my sign, just like that. Let me find another piece like that. I'm going to add this one on this side. And I'm probably going to put some more, but I'm going to go ahead first and start putting some of my flowers. I think what I will do first, I'm going to sprinkle this all around first. And I love this bush. It has got some grass on it. It's got your heather on it and the pretty little buds, and it's just one of my favorite filler plants to use, because I just love that it's got so much color on it, but that it also has some greenery and stuff, so it's so versatile. But I'm going to start with this piece, and you see I just kind of push all of it up to the top the best that I can. And this one I'm going to put right here in the top, just like that. And then I'm going to start going around and just adding this all around. That one there. And again, you see I'm not putting it right down on the grapevine. I've got it up a little high because I don't want it to be right down on top of it. Now this one's going to go right down in the middle. Just like that. I am using my Surebonder glue skillet. That's what I'm dipping in my stems in, and this is a wonderful lifesaver if you make a lot of wreaths. And even though you really can't see that flower under there, I don't want to leave a single place bare, so I still move my tails and put things underneath my tails. And I'll go ahead and put one here in the center on the side, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. More of this. These just really do add so much to your wreaths. They just give it so much color. Okay. Some of them are missing flowers. That's all right. Okay, so I'm moving this over. Right in there. Okay. So now I've got one. We'll put right up in here, and then I will have them all around the outside. And the good thing about this particular wildflower, or anything that you're using around the outside, is that even though it's a flower, you can use it almost to green your wreath, just like we do any of the others, because you're using it all around to give you the shape that you're going to have your wreath. And that's what greening does. It gives you the shape that you want. If I wanted to do this as a crescent wreath, I would green from about here and go around and not do it over here, and it would be a crescent. But since we're doing the full one, we just continue on around. So anytime that you're using some kind of filler flower to kind of go around the outside, you can actually count that as one of your greeneries that you're using. Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of leave it aimed up towards my sign. And then I want one on the other side doing the same thing. Let me take this tag off. I'm not sure if I told you, but these did come from Michael's. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of move my bow and put this one in just right behind it, just like that. That is just so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to add these pretty zinnias and my little roses that I've got. I think I'll start with those. Put this one just right in the middle, just like that. And you see, I don't have it facing straight on. I've got it kind of angled just a little bit that way. You don't want it just, you know, stuck where you just, everything is going in the exact same direction and all. You want to kind of, it reminds me of if it was blowing in the wind a little bit. This one right at the bottom, just like that. And I'm going to put this one here on the outside. Pushed in just a little. There we go. One over here on the outside. And then I'm going to put one more. And I'm going to have this one right in the center, but just kind of aiming up towards my sign. I'm just going to take and bend the head of it just a little bit forward. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to add some of my zinnias. This one up here in the top, just like that. And these are just so, they're so ruffly and pretty. Turn it this way and just move my tails out of the way. Bring that one right in there. Just like that. And I will fix my bow. I know I'm mashing it all to pieces, but I will fix it when I get it completed. And I'll use a couple more of these. Put one right in here. And put this one right over here on this side. Like that. Now I've got some of these onion grass balls. I'm not really sure what you call those. I'm gonna add just a few of these. I'm gonna bring this one right in here. Going to kind of move all of my flowers and put that one right in there, just like that. And these actually came from Michael's too. This way so I can get over here on this side. Okay, so that's where we are so far. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add more of my, since I've got them, I'm just going to go ahead and use them. I love these. And this sign has a, I don't know if you can tell on the, you know, by where you're watching from, but the background for the sign is actually a peach color. So that's why I brought in these to kind of make that pop, and they just, it's such a pretty color. And then the, of course, watermelon is red, and the bow that I've got has the all the mixtures of the colors. And then I love this little polka dot, the little Swiss dot that's in there. That's so pretty. This one and put it right there. Got one more, so let me just turn around and see where I want it. I think I'm just going to move all of my bow over to the side and just bring it in right in there. So that's where we are so far. And I've got just a couple of hydrangeas that are in the lime green, and since we've got lime green in our bow, I wanted to bring that in. So I'm going to put one of them right in here. Just like that. a little small one, so I'm going to bring that on this side. Get it in there. There we go. Alright, so let's see, I had my little geraniums, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. I guess I can use a few of them. I don't know why, but for some reason, anytime I think of watermelon, I think of geraniums. I don't know why. I mean, designing something with watermelons. These have an outside little shell around the stem, and I just always take those off because you can't see them, and they make it hard to get into the grapevine, so to me it's just easier to take it off. One right there. Okay. I think I'll put this one next. I'm going to put that on this side. And now, if sometimes I cut these leaves off if they just don't work or something, but I think I'm gonna leave those this time. Okay, let me turn it this way really quickly just to see where we are. Love this bow. I think I've said that 152 times, haven't I? But I love it. I love rag bows anyway, and this is just such a beautiful one. And she has several. She let me choose which one that I wanted to make a wreath around, and I'm telling you, that was tough because I loved all of hers. And I will put the link to her Etsy shop in the comments. I'm not good at looking at comments and doing all that while I'm doing the wreath, so but afterwards I will put it in the comments. Okay, now I am going to fill in everywhere with my boxwood from Michael's that has the little red flower on the end. And I know you probably are like, oh my goodness, she's using that again. Yes, I do use this a lot this time of year because it is so versatile, and you can really add so much to the design with this little less than $1 bush. So I highly recommend getting a bunch of them in all the colors that you can get, because they are so pretty. And I'm just gonna go around. I've got several of these if I need them, so I'm just gonna make sure that I get some all over. So pretty. Okay. Let me see. I was going to tell you the number that this one is, because I know you were going to ask. So, because I always have people that ask. It is 10655192, and that is at Michael's. And that's for the red one. Now, I don't have the numbers for all the other colors, but you should be able to find it once you find this one. Okay. And all I'm doing is just going all around anywhere that I think it needs something. I'm just filling in with this pretty flower. The main thing you want to remember when using anything like this is just to make sure that you have it all over the wreath. You wouldn't want to have it just in one little part and not, you know, in the rest. So just make sure that you get it all over. But considering that it's only, I think it was 99 cents maybe with the discount that they are on sale right now, so it's under $1. And I have to tell you all, you know, I told you about my little grandson, my newest one, and my husband, I told this to our Design with the Pros group, that my husband is, he names each of our grandchildren something that he calls them. He does not call them by their name. They each have a special papa name. And not Hudson, Hudson's my other one. Bennett was born on May 4th, which of course is Star Wars Day, and considering that my husband is a huge Star Wars fan, he said that his name is Bennett, so he had to name him Obi, because he said that that's just what worked. Let me get this unstuck. There we go. Because he said that you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi on Star Wars, if you've seen the movies, and so he said that with him being a Ben and born on Star Wars Day, that was his name. So his name, his papa name is Obi, and he's already bought him some Star Wars stuff, and it just tickles me that he does that. He loves his grandbabies. And it's funny because all of the kids, they know that that is their name, that Papa calls them, and I think if he called them their regular name, it would shock them so bad they wouldn't know who he was talking to, because he does call them only by that name. just a little more of this because I like it so much. And then we'll see where we're at. And just so you know, Sue from Sue's Passion Design, she's actually in our Design with the Pros Club, which is our club where we teach how to make and sell the wreaths that we have made and sold all over the world since 2007. And we've got some amazing members in there, and she is one of those members that we are just so proud of, and she's just doing so well. And so y'all make sure to check out her Etsy store. And if you are interested in learning more details on how to make and sell your wreaths online, or just how to make them, please make sure to join us in Design with the Pros Club. We are open right now because we just stayed open during this time when Amanda was having the baby and all. And so now is the perfect time to get in. And you can do that by going to GraceMonroeHome.com and clicking in the top right hand corner. It says Join Now. So make sure to do that. We would love to have you join us. Okay, let me turn it this way. Let's see, one more little thing. I want to add one more little flower here in the corner because I saw I needed something right there. And then I will turn it around so that you can see it. Fix my bow better since I messed it up. This is, I mean, it is just so gorgeous, y'all. Okay, let's take it off of here so you can see it. Here is our, let's see, so make sure I'm holding it right so you can see it. This is our Sweet Summertime Watermelon Wreath. And y'all will have to make one. It is so much fun. And like I said, make sure to check out Sue's Passion Designs on Etsy, and check out and see all that she's got, because she's got some beautiful things. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell so that you'll get notified every time that we do a new tutorial. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to follow us. And you don't just follow, you do have to mark that you want to see what we post. So there'll be a little drop down thing, I think it is, and just click on that and click see first so that you know when we're going live and that kind of thing. But I have enjoyed being with you for Flower Friday. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will be back next Friday, and hopefully before too much longer, Amanda will be with us again. Now, she may be wearing the baby, who knows, but she'll hopefully soon. Anyway, she'll be with us. But I have enjoyed it, and you all have a blessed weekend. Bye.